So, hello everyone. Somali, can you please confirm whether I'm perfectly visible and audible or not?
Yes, absolutely, Aniket. You are audible and visible.
Sure, sure. So, hello everyone. Good evening. This is Aniket Ghoshal. I'm a first-year student at SCMHRD, specializing in human resources. I'm a member of admissions and PR team, and I have scored 99.73 percentile in SNAP. Over to you, Somali.
Hello, everyone. I'm Somali Kuchait. I am first year student of Infrastructure Development and Management. I have scored 99.01 percentile in SNAP. Over to you, Aman.
Hello, everybody. Hello. My name is Aman Devnath, and I'm also a first year student in infrastructure development in management. We are also part of the admissions and PR team, and I scored a 93 percentile in my stack.
Sure. Thank you so much, Aman and Somali, for your introduction. And yes, so we'll start with our PPT for now. And I'll tell you first the structure, what the structure of the PPT will be. Firstly, we'll talk about our college, that is SCMHRD. Then we'll have a small, very small quiz, which will be on the lines of SNAP examination that you will be attempting in the future. It will be a 9 minutes, 9-question quiz. And then we will talk about the SNAP examination as a whole. What are the deadlines for SNAP examination? What are the paper patterns and everything? And then we'll start the Q&A section. If you have any doubts, you can ask. But even when we are presenting, when we will be telling you about the SMHRD, about SNAP exemption, you can ask your doubts in the chat box. We will reply them. Sure. So yeah, can we go ahead with the PPT? Sure. So yeah, we'll first talk about our college, that is about SCMHRD. We have over 3 decades plus experience and like 30 plus years of excellence. Talking about the accreditation, we have both international, national accreditation. I'm just a year experience than you are currently in MBA Life. So last year when I was at your place, I used to think like our accreditation is really important. How it brings value to the college. So if you'd see, how many of you have heard about case competitions? If you can write in the chat box. Okay, Ansh has heard, Ananya has heard. Yeah. Yeah. So what happens? There are like many different types of case competitions. Some are corporate, some are like B school case competitions. Yeah. But before about case competitions, there is something very unique for you. In the further slides, we'll talk about that. So what happens? Some of the corporate case competitions comes to certain specific colleges with certain specific accreditations. That's where accreditations plays a very big role. So we have AACSB accreditation. We also have NBA accreditation. Yeah. So now talking about a specialization. See, we have 3 programs. Firstly, it's MBA core, then it's MBA in business analytics and MBA in infrastructure development and management. Talking about MBA core, we have 4 specializations under it. That is, first is marketing, sales and marketing. Second is human resources. Third is operation, and fourth it's finance. And then there is business analytics and IDM. Talking about the IDM program, approximately 5,900 business schools are there in India currently. And among them, only 38 B schools offers this IDM program separately. And SCMHRD is one among them. Now, talking about the strong industry connect, yeah, because we have more than 3 decades of experience of excellence, because of which we'll definitely have a strong industry connect through our alums that have passed out from SCMHRD. Yeah. Going ahead. So we'll quickly go through the batch profiles of all the 3 programs. We'll notice we'll notice a spike in the average age or average work experience. That will be because of the eligibility of those programs, and we'll talk about that. So if we talk about the batch profile of MBA core, the average work experience in MBA core is just 11.29 months, and average age is 25 years, 2 months. So if I talk about the experience of the candidate, we can see approximately 45% of the candidates in MBA core are freshers here. So yeah, I just got a question. Freshers will have any disadvantage, sir? You can definitely see it in the slide itself. In this a particular slide, approximately 45% of the MBA core batch is fresher. So I think that answers your question perfectly. So if we go ahead to the next slide. Yeah, it talks about the batch profile of MBA in business analytics. You can see a slight spike in the average work experience and average age. It's because of the eligibility criteria of the business analytics program. You need to have minimum of 24 months of work experience to be eligible for business analytics program. And yes, exactly, now this answers the question, can there be freshers in BA? You need to have a work experience of minimum 24 months to be eligible for the business analytics program. That's why we can see a certain spike in the average work experience and the average age of the candidates. But here also we can see that the work experience of like 24 to 38 months work experience, it's approximately 60% of the batch profile of MBA and BA. So yeah, going ahead. So we have the program MBA in IDM. So here also we can see a slight like a spike in the average work experience and age compared to the MBA core program. It's because of the eligibility criteria of MBA and IDM, you need to have a graduation in BArch or B planning or BTech or 12 months of work experience. Because of which we can see a little spike in the average work experience, which is 14.5 months in the MBA IDM, and average age it's 26 years in MBA IDM program. So yeah, going ahead, we'll talk about different things like eligibility and all the other things, and Aman will take it from here. Over to you, Aman.
Thank you, Aniket. Let me have it over from here. So, guys, Aniket has already briefed you about the eligibility criteria. So let's just have a quick through about what the eligibility criteria are in order. So starting off in MBA core, as already discussed, the minimum eligibility criteria is just you need to have a minimum of 50% aggregate mark in your undergrad. Bus, that's it. Next, coming to the MBA in IDM, that is Infrastructure Development and Management. There you can do either of the two. First, you need to have a bachelor's degree in BE or BTech or BArch or B planning. You can have these as your criteria for eligibility in MBA in IDM. Or what you can do is you can have a relevant work experience of at least 1 year in relevant experience sectors, say consulting, say construction, any construction firm you have joined, or infrastructure related, anything related to construction site, 1 year that, or 1 year in your bachelor's degree, that is BE, BTech, BArch, B planning. Coming to the eligibility criteria of MBA in business analytics, then again it's same. You need to have a minimum work experience of 24 months, that is 2 years. That's it. So now that you are eligible, now let's talk about the main factor that every student has their mind, or the main eligibility, the main criteria that every student aspires when they select a B school. Moving on. Yes, this is the pride of the slide. Here you can see that in MBA core, the average package stands at 21.47 LPA, and with the highest touching at a whopping 35.9 LPA. And even if you see that the median is also at 20 LPA, that shows that the consistency across the batch. And like if you look at the top 10% of the average, it shoots up to 33.49 LPA. So you can see that the top performers are truly rewarded. Now for MBA, next slide, moving on. For MBA in business analytics, as you can see that this program is a new niche, but it is an important one, right? As you can see that the average CTC is of 25 LPA, and with an average CTC is of 25 LPA with highest of 25.6 LPA. And the median here also it is of 20 LPA, which again shows that there is a strong placement quality for everyone, not just for few. And speaking of the summers, the summer internship, they are equally rewarding. As you can see there, you see that the top stipends are 3.2, that's above 3. So you see that clearly BA graduates, they are huge in demand across all the industries. Now, speaking of the infrastructure development in management, there is next slide. Of course, this is a rising star. As you see that this is highly industry relevant. Average CTC, you can see 14.17 with the highest at 21 LPA. And if you see that even the median is strong at standing at around 13.6, that is 14 almost. And as you can see from this slide that this shows that even in specialized domain like infra, SCMHRD has created a special path for its placement cell. Moving on. This is the favorite slide for all the students here, right there you can see. So now, as you can see that these are our esteemed recruiters. So speaking of the esteemed recruiters, you see like we have consulting giants like Accenture and EY to FMCG giants like HUL and ITC. So these all are our legacy companies. Speaking of legacy companies, we also have tech powerhouses like Amazon, and the list is both wide and deep. But then again, this is not an extensive list. These are just our legacy recruiters, which they come and circle around every year in SCMHRD. So that one thing is guaranteed: you will get a diverse set of opportunities here at SCMHRD. And also, if we talk about core and infrastructure, then we have L&T here, we have Hilti here. And another thing that Aniket might have mentioned is our Alumni Connect. So you see that many of these recruiters keep on coming back after year. That's because our alumni are doing exceptionally great there. So that also creates a strong pull factor, I believe. So you see, when you step into SCMHRD, you are not only just preparing for a job. SCMHRD also open the doors for you. You just have to walk through that door to secure your future. Now, next over.
Yeah, before that, Aman, I think we should
Yeah.
also we can also take certain questions. I
Sure,
think
sure.
one of them has already been answered in the chat. That is, what are the roles that are offered in IDM program? It's like product manager, project manager, key accounts manager, supply chain consultant. And we have also one more question, which is, I've done internship. Will it be counted as work experience? So yeah, internship. So for work experience, you need to have like three certificates. That is the offer letter. So one is the work experience letter. That is the experience letter after you are done with your work experience, and the salary slips. I think internships will not be counted as work experience or full-time work experience, to be more precise. Yeah, we can move on.
So sorry guys, there has been a slight disconnection of the mic. So life at SCMHRD, पढ़ाई तो बहुत हो गई यार, कितना पढ़ाई करोगे, पढ़ाई के आगे भी तो जिंदगी है. So here at SCMHRD, you can see the vibrant color of slides here. We have not only studies and all, we have fests, we have guest lectures, we have corporate leaders coming here and addressing us. We are having concert nights, we are having celebrations. So as you can see, this is like, if we are going to put everything in one slide, the slide would be definitely small for that. But then again, we three are from the admissions and the PR team. We are trusted with end-to-end encryption of thousands of students coming across SCMHRD in the admission processes. Speaking next, we have the CRD, that is the corporate relations team, which they help you in placement and corporate relations talks. So some of the committees which are there at SCMHRD, okay, before that, one thing great about SCMHRD is that you are the decision-making factor at the SCMHRD. The clubs and committees that we have, you will be driving that. And yeah, since it is a student-driven campus, so it's pretty much self-explanatory that what will be your role and what will be the role of the clubs and committees. For example, we have talked about our alumni, right? We have such a huge alumni base that we have a separate committee for it. That is the ART, the Alumni Relations Team, which are they are trusted with end-to-end encryption with the alumni. If you are into parties, if you are into, of course, everybody is into parties. If you're into parties, if you're into concerts, then we have NEEV, which holds our flagship celebration event, that is the concerts that goes on into our campus. If you are into logistics, if you are into supply chain operations, we have Scope. If you are into consulting, we have EconCell. If you are into management, we have management committee. If you are into cultural, dancing, everything, we have the cultural committee separate. And of course, who doesn't like sports? Every college has a sports committee, of course. So these are just some of the list. Moving on. I think my teammates also would love to add something, as this is obviously a large scope for everybody here.
Sure. I'll go first, and then Somali, you can take then. So yeah, Aman has talked about many like clubs and committees and the academic part of the college. I'll talk about a little fun part of the college here. If we see all the images here, the first image is of the biggest festival that we celebrate. It's the Ganesh Utsav. We recently celebrated, I think, 2 weeks ago, and like the DJ started around like 4 p.m. and went on till 10 in the night. and we really enjoyed that day. Apart from it, you can also see there is a third picture over here, which is SCMHRD is written over here, and many people have signed. It's a signature day. Why do we celebrate it? Whenever you join the SCMHRD college, you get a mentor allotted to you. If you join a club and committee, you also get a separate mentor allotted to you. So, as you know, it is a student-driven campus, and here, like during the placement process, during the semester examination, you have a mentor to support you, to guide you. And signature day is a day when we celebrate that bond between the mentor and the mentee. And in SCMHRD, we definitely foster that culture to celebrate that bond between the mentor and mentee. So we celebrate that signature day. Apart from it, we can also say see the last images of like the Pongal. We recently celebrated Onam also, and as Aman has mentioned, different like clubs and committees are there. So we can also see there is an image of Neve Fest which we celebrated. We celebrated in the month of February most often. So yeah, over to you, Somali.
Well, I think there is way too many less pictures than we can actually paste, because honestly, I feel like this slide could have been more colorful, because as SCMHRD, I don't think that even one day goes the same for you, because every other day you will see some or the other event is being organized, whether it be a tech event, whether it be a non-tech event, whether it be a cultural committee event. As Aniket and Aman said, each and every committee has played their role in making the campus life very colorful. I mean, the past 2 months for us, I don't think one day has gone the same for me. At least I don't think it's the same as for Aniket and Aman as well. So, yes, this is what the college life, when you think of a college life, um believe me, it is way more colorful than that. Moving on to the next slide.
Okay, so here we can see the facilities that our college offers. Of course, we have different facilities. Aniket, would you like to take that slide?
Sure, Aman, sure. And I also want Somali to add her inputs in this slide also. Yeah. So I'll just take like as we know, there are certain facilities that need to be offered to like the candidates or the students in the campus, like health center. It is open 24 into 7. If we talk about the library, it has access to both online and offline sources. And just as we know, just beside the library, we have a study room and an enclosure to sit and study. Library is not open like all the nights, so we have study room and enclosure where we can sit and study. Study room is a little bit quiet area, but the enclosure is a fun area, I'd say. There we can most oftenly, like I sit there and discuss most of my case competitions. So yeah, again, regarding case competition, stay tuned with us. We'll have something for you in the end. Yeah. So in the enclosure, we mostly discuss our case competition. And then if I talk about cafeteria, one of my most favorite areas, I'd say. I really like the cheese Maggie in the cafeteria. You can see it's written Simbeat and Nescafe. We really enjoy our quality time over there. So yeah, Somali, would you like to add something?
Absolutely. And I have a query in the chat box. Do we get ebooks also? SCMHRD online library is known to be the most extensive in the whole Symbiosis umbrella. And other than that, uh, cafeteria, library, well, what about gym, yoga, and swimming pool? I mean, you need a stress buster, right? Well, for me, it is yoga center, and those who love gymming, who are body conscious. Well, for them, we have gymnasium. We are equipped with not only just the tools but also trainers available for you if you are starting anew. Other than that, we also have sports arena. In the sports arena, we have basketball, volleyball, badminton, you name it. And of course, there's swimming pool, because what a swimming cannot release after a hectic day. And also, the list does not end there. Furthermore, we also have Bloomberg's lab. Well, Bloomberg, as can I know in the chat box who are interested in finance? Okay, so that's impressive. Well, those who are interested to go in the finance, you might have an idea about what Bloomberg Lab is. Well, our college is equipped with this. Whatever data that you want for research purposes doesn't matter. You have it. SCMHRD has it for you. I mean, the cost, the subscription of Bloomberg, I'm pretty sure that you guys might have the slightest idea which SCMHRD provides for its students for free. So it's not just a basic computer lab, but also a very specific facility that is for the finance students. And apart from it, we also have healthcare, as he said. And believe me, the 24 is to 7 campus healthcare facility is something that very few colleges provide in India.
And
Moving on to the next
yeah,
slide.
on
Yeah,
just a little add,
exactly.
I'll
Absolutely.
like to add something. So, yeah, talking about the Bloomberg Lab, globally 900 universities, only 900 universities have access to this Bloomberg Lab, and Symbiosis is one among them. SMHRD under Symbiosis is one among them to have access to this Bloomberg Lab. So, yeah, definitely, it's a very quality point to have a Bloomberg Lab. Yeah, moving ahead.
Okay, so as you might have heard earlier about our alumni, just let's give you a bit of a scratch of what our alumni network looks like. Well, 30-year legacy alumni network looks like. We have Vikas Nahar. He is the CEO of Happilo. He has also been the guest shark in the Shark Tank India. I'm pretty much sure everyone here like sees Shark Tank India. May I please see few of the hand raise? I mean, come on, you're doing MBA. I'm pretty much sure you're very interested on how the pitching works. We also have Rishi Shah, director at Morgan Stanley. Not only that, whether it be HDFC, whether it be BMW, everywhere the SMHRD has rooted its alumni so that when you need support, whether it be any company, you will get it. And believe me when I say that you will get support from our alumni, you will. I mean, there has been times where we had a session with alumni just because we wanted help from them, we wanted knowledge from them, and they actually gave us KT at middle of the night. That's what SCMHRD alumni is for you. Moving on.
Yeah, speaking of that, let me just know in the chat box how many of you guys watch IPL. Like, come on, man, IPL is basic. Everybody should watch. Let me just know in the chat how many of you guys do watch IPL. So, for those of our IPL fans there, I'm sure that you are familiar with the Rajasthan Royals. Like, so as you can see, our first alum, that is Vikas D. Nahar, the founder and CEO of Happy Low. I mean, you might be pretty excited to know that Happy Low is also the sponsor of Rajasthan Royals there. So I think that must give you a pretty vast idea of how much our alums has connected over through uh, keeping SCMHRD as the base.
Moving on. Yes. Now, I would request everyone to scan this. I mean, you want to get into SMHRD, the only golden gateway to actually get into the college is through Snap. And well, let's put your preparation to a test here. It's just a 9 questions of 9 minutes. It's a bit of a scale down Snap. It give you a essence, and also it will also see where you stand, so that you can actually you have days now, so you can prepare according to it. And not only that, we also have exciting prizes for the top performance at the end. So I would really request you all to scan the QR code and give the test.
In the meanwhile, guys, if you have any questions, any queries, any doubts, just let us know. बस क्वेश्चंस के आंसर मत पूछना, वो नहीं बता पाएंगे.
By that time, I mean, you all will be very curious to know about our strategy. So I would request Aman, Aniket, please share your Snap journey.
Yeah, so if I just talk about my SNAP journey, so basically, see, whenever you are preparing for any examination, I'm not only talking about SNAP examination. If you're preparing for any examination, the one must thing you should do is give mocks, because you need to be in a right frame of mind and in a right frame of time in that particular examination. Like if I talk about SNAP examination, it's a 1 hour paper with 60 questions. So in that 60 minute only, you have to maximize your scores. How to do it? Give as many mocks as you can, and also to analyze those mocks in a correct frame of time. If I talk about my journey, I used to give one mock each day and analyze that in the same day. And then in the next day, I used to give the next mock. So that way I prepared.
Okay, guys, I would like to share a small tip. I mean, basically a strategy which I followed during Snap, and for me, it has really helped. It has helped me. Then again, it can be varied from person to person. So what I used to do was, during the examination, when I was sitting for the examination or mocks, or like one thing that Aniket had mentioned is mocks. So one advantage of giving up mocks is that during your exam days, it is just another mock for you. So obviously you feel less nervous, you feel the attention going away. So my attempt strategy, speaking of that, what I used to do is, when I used to get the paper in the screen, first and foremost, I used to scan through the entire question paper once. And that is one good thing about Snap, is that Snap allows you to, go through all the sections in one go, unlike other examinations. So I used to scan the entire paper in one go, and then that would be my round one, right? So in one go, when I used to scan it, I used to see that whichever questions I could answer, and like those questions which won't take much time. So I used to answer that in first scan. And in the first scan itself, you might find some questions which would be like, okay, if I give a little more push, then those questions are solvable. So that I used to keep for my round two. That is, after scanning one round, after scanning the question paper first round, I have answered some of the questions. Next, in the next round, what I used to do is I used to pick up a little harder questions, which are, a little push and they would be solvable. So those questions I would keep in round two. And in the round three questions, I would approach for those questions which are little bit tougher for me. I mean, that time would be little bit, those questions would be little bit more time consuming. So those questions I would keep for the end, for the last attempt part. So yeah, this strategy has helped me, crack the snap. But then again, for each student, strategies can be different. I believe what Aniket has suggested is the best way is to practice mock and see which strategy fits according to your mindset the best. So yeah, that is my tip for you guys.
Please let me know. Okay, so for your feasibility, we have pasted the quiz link in the chat box. If in case you are having a problem scanning it, please use the link.
Yeah. So many of you had problems with QR not working. So yeah, we have started the timer from 6:38. We have pasted the key quiz link, attempt it. And yeah, there is no negative marking as such. So attempt all the questions.
Just 1 year back, you guys, just 1 year back, we were just in your place, just sitting behind the camera preparing for us. Like, I can speak for myself that I was tensed, but I know that I have ample amount of time, even if you start right now. And then again, practice, and practice through the mocks. That's what it will make perfect for you.
Yeah, so we have got one question from Ananya. I have done a BBA in marketing, but I have nothing to put in my CV. Will it impact my admission in SCMHRD? Yeah. So I think it was already mentioned by our team, SCMHRD admissions and PR team. Like the admission criteria, that is, we give 50% weightage to the SNAP score, 40% to the personal interaction, and 10% to the group exercise which we conduct in the admission process. And that is all it takes to get admission in this into SCMHRD. Obviously, try to do some courses or get some internships done to have in your CV. That will definitely give you a unique factor in the interview. So if I talk about like my own experience in the personal interaction which I gave in SCMHRD. So like you need to have certain unique factors about you to like talk about in your personal interaction. It's not a personal interview, it's a personal interaction. You must have certain other things apart from certain unique things apart from others to talk about in the interaction.
So guys, how are you finding the quiz? Easy, difficult, moderate, extremely hard, extremely easy, anything? Okay, Tarun Singh says it's moderate. So Tarun, I believe your preparation is going decent well.
Also hope to see your name in the winners list, Tarun. Really hope to see you. Yeah. Till then, if anyone has any doubts, please shoot at us in the chat box. We'll definitely try to answer as many questions as possible.
Well, they are way too focused to answer the quiz right now.
Guys, you have 5 minutes left, approximately 5 minutes left. So yeah, please attempt the quiz as and try to complete it within time.
I think we have some queries in the chat box. Okay, Jyoti, you can, if you are not able to open the test via QR, we have added a link in the chat box for the quiz link. If you scroll a little bit up, you can find the link. And we have another question. What is the ideal number of mocks to attempt? Okay, well, see, then again, it differs person to person. For me, the ideal number of mocks that I have attempted was near around 18 to 20. I remember I have started preparing just few days prior to CAT around during the end of, I think, end of August and September 1st. Yeah, that was the time when I have started, preparing for my SNAP exam. And all in all, I gave around 18 to 20 mocks. And I sure remember the difference between the first mock that I have appeared and the last mock that I have appeared. So trust me, it was a day and night difference. So until unless you, if you have enough mocks in your hand to attempt, then you are good to go. What about you, Aniket and Somali? How many did you guys attempt?
Okay, so I attempted somewhere around 20 to 22 actually, full mocks that is. I attempted more of a sectional mock because I was working. I have work ex that also in construction field. So my work time was somewhere around 11 to 12 hours. So those who are in work, I would suggest you, if you do not have time except Saturday or Sunday, it is totally understandable if you do not find that 1 hour after you come from the office. So I would suggest you all to actually give sectional mocks as much as possible, making it time bound, of course. What about you, Aniket?
Yeah, sure. So if I talk about my journey or my preparation, so I gave around 30 mocks, a little more than two of you. But yeah, those mocks really helped me to gain like how to attempt those questions. It's just a 60-minute examination, right? So you should know how to attempt and what questions to attempt. I'd suggest first attempt those questions in which you are confident enough so that you consume less time and you have much more time for the sections or the topics in which you are not that confident, so that like it's just a mental strategy, then you'll be a little bit relaxed. But if you have less time for the topics in which you're not that confident enough, you'll panic. Most of the human beings panic. So yeah, and like also regarding mocks and sectional mocks, as rightly mentioned by Somali, we the admissions in PR team of SMHRD, we also come up with one event named as Rookie. In that we will provide you 3 sectional and 3 full-length mocks, and it will be in the time period of 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of December, most probably. So yeah, stay tuned with us. Also, we'll share some of our social media links in the end, and do follow us to get access to all those mocks. Yeah. So
Yeah. We have another query. Jyoti asks, is it important to give all three tests in Snap? See, Jyoti, it's not compulsory, but it's highly recommended that you give all the three tests in Snap. Like, for example, my case, right? I have attended all the three cases, and it was in the third attempt that I scored a 99.33. And I mean, if I would have relied on the only first two, then I would not be sitting here today, right? So, I mean, it's not necessary, but it's definitely recommended, and it's obviously important to give all the three tests in Snap. So when you appear for Snap, as per your strategy, you just make sure to take all the three checkboxes in the Snap exam.
yeah, and also to mention, we have come to the end of the quiz. It's 6:47. We started at 6:38. So guys, please submit your responses, and we'll continue with our PPT, and also we'll be taking questions further. We'll give you 1 extra minute to submit all the responses. So yeah, kindly do that. Till then, I think we can just take one more question of Tarun, how to analyze the mock. See, when you give mocks now, suppose you get any certain marks out of 60, some will be your silly mistakes in which like in the next exam, you'll definitely take care of. Some will be the questions in like you will not know the answers, how to approach that question. So that may be a reason you must not have studied that topic, or you must have forgotten that topic. So work on those areas first, because it takes time to study a topic or even to revise a topic. Silly mistakes can be improved in a short period of time, but if you are not familiar with the topic, or if you need to revise a topic, it takes a long period of time. So work on that, analyze the mocks in that way, and try to maximize your scores in the examination. So yeah, guys, we'll move ahead and we'll definitely announce the quiz winners in the end. So stay tuned with us.
Okay, moving on. About Snap. Snap has 15 general English questions, 25 analytical and logical reasoning, and at the end, 20 quantitative data interpretation and data sufficiency questions. So total, you have 60 marks, 60 questions, 60 minutes. So yeah, you have +1 for every correct answer and minus 0.25 for every incorrect answer. So you need to be very precise, very accurate when you are giving the answers. And at the same time, you have to maintain the speed of giving the answers. I would say you are given the chance of 3 attempts. Now, I would say you to actually give all the 3 attempts, because a lot of time it happens that It might be because of a different slot. It might be because of the different date that you are getting. The chance or a luck is a huge factor, and in some of the papers, it might happen that the topics which you are strong in might come or might not come. So for that, SCMHRD symbiosis is giving you those three chances. So I would ask you all to grab it. For example, for in my case, I was very confident in my first attempt, and sadly, I did not get the score I expected in the first turn, neither in the second turn. But finally, in the third attempt, I actually got the mark which I wanted for myself. So yeah, in this, luck matters a lot. And Aniket, Aman, what about you? In which attempt did you crack the snap?
Yeah. So I personally gave 3 attempts for the SNAP examination, and the attempt which was lucky for me, I'd say, was the second attempt. I'd not like mostly say like the questions came in which I was confident, but yeah, along with like your hard work, luck also plays a factor for me. I believe so. So yeah, second attempt was my best attempt, and because of which I got like 99.73% right.
Aman, what about you?
Yeah, as I definitely mentioned earlier, for me as an example, I am lucky enough that I have gladly filled all the 3 sections, all the 3 tests, and for me too also I have cleared it in the third attempt itself. So I would say that I'm lucky enough that I have, like, for the safe side, I have filled all the 3, and I was lucky that I had got selected in the third attempt itself.
Well, you have your answer about how many attempts to give. We speak from experience and we are just sharing your experience. Uh, Up next, we have the snap timeline. I would request you all to take a screenshot or a photo of this slide. It is very important. Those who have not yet registered for snap, you have a chance till 20th November to make the snap registration. Furthermore, the registration for SCMHRD closes on 5th December. So you have a time till that. So I would suggest you not to wait till 20th November to register for SNAP, because as it happens, the more faster you do the registration, the more closer to your home will be your exam center. Uh, and The more delay you do, the more farther the exam center would be from your home. And if you get a 8 o'clock slot, you wouldn't want to wake up at 5 o'clock to leave for the exam hall. So yeah, keep that in mind, and I would suggest you to register as soon as possible. Admit cards are given 1 week prior to the exam. This time, the snap would be conducted on 6th, 14th, and 20th of December, and at the end, the result would be announced on 9th of January. Up next.
Yeah. So now we'll talk about the SNAP syllabus. But before that, I think we have a question. What is the fees per attempt? It's 2,250. And for more information, you can definitely visit our website and the SNAP portal as well. We'll share the link with you in the chat box. So yeah, moving ahead, talking about the SNAP syllabus. See, the exam, if I talk about, is divided into 3 parts. First is the general English. Second is the analytical and logical reasoning. And the third section is the quantitative and data interpretation. So if I talk about the general English, you have vocabulary, reading comprehension. The RCs are not that long. I'll call it as paragraphs. Only paragraphs are given. If certain times poems come, those are like 4-liner, 6-liner poems. The grammar, sentence correction is there, para jumbles, fill in the blank. You can also take a screenshot of this. So as to have an like a reference when you're preparing. And this is not an exhaustive list, I'd say. This is a list which we are seniors and we have all prepared by our experience, like seeing the snap papers throughout the years. So if I talk about the analytical and LR part, we have puzzles, blood relation, clocks and calendars. If I talk about the QADI section, we have arithmetic, algebra. Personally, if I would say, arithmetic was an area in which I was confident. and algebra was area, I was not that confident. So yeah, when someone asked me like what is the strategy to analyze mocks, this is one of the strategy. In which area you are not that confident enough, in which areas you are not able to score that much, work on those areas. And even if like that area is not that improved, give more time to that area. Like for me it was algebra in the snap examination. So yeah, if Aman and Somali, you would like to share some experience of the snap syllabus.
Yeah, one thing I would definitely say is that, as Aniket mentioned, see, some subjects like arithmetic, percentages, algebra, geometry, I would suggest that you go through that, as these are, these are referred to as the SNAP favorite. Like, SNAP likes to play around them very much. And another thing is that as Aniket mentioned, this is not an exclusive list, but these are the list of the subjects which have been noticed to, jumble up every year. Like, apart from this, the other rest of the syllabus which comes, they don't hold much of a weightage. But this is the list of the syllabus which holds much weightage in the snap. So yeah, again, in general English, your reading comprehension, those are not too long as compared to other management exams. These are short and compact, so it's easy for you to comprehend this. Then again, snap is designed in such a way that it is student friendly, right? It is a time bound exam. It is an accuracy based exam. So snap has designed, Symbiosis has designed such an exam, that is snap, for students, which is, student friendly, which gives you an edge while you are appearing the exam.
But Aman, before going ahead, if I were in the position of an aspirant, I would definitely ask you was your favorite section.
Uh, I would say the section which I love the most would be analytical and logical reasoning. On contrast, the section which has given me nightmares, that would be quantitative and data sufficiency.
I would totally agree with that. Yeah, quantitative and data sufficiency did give me nightmares. But at the same time, for me, my favorite was analytical, logical reasoning. But it was my favorite because of the reason that due time, along with the practice, uh, analytical some way or the other actually increase your speed, which I have noticed in my case. Like whenever I used to slack off, or my time required for question used to increase, I used to turn over. I used to start doing logical reasoning questions, analytical reasoning questions as many as possible, and that actually affected my speed of solving not only just quantitative and sufficiency but also general English. So yes, for me, this was the strategy.
I think it was just opposite for me, but nevertheless, moving ahead. Yeah. So we have myths about snap examination. I think throughout the PPT till now, we have answered most of the myths. The one which we have not answered, we'll definitely talk about them in detail. So firstly, if we could see, its sectional cutoff exists. No, in snap, there is no sectional cutoff. There is no sectional timer as such. You have to take that responsibility to like give certain times to certain sections. Like for I used to start with QA section. I used to give like approximately 20 minutes for the QA section. Then I used to go for LR. Then I used to go for general link section. So there is no sectional cutoff and there is no sectional timer as well for the snap examination. So lengthy passages in VRC, I think I just answered this thing. The passages in VRC are more for paragraph, I would say. And if a poem comes, it's just a 4-liner or a 6-liner poem. So snap is just like that. No, I think here this timer, that is snap, is just a 1 hour examination. There is no sectional cutoff as such in snap. There is no sectional timer in snap. And also, if I would just take an example, snap is a student friendly examination. So I'd say it's not like CAT, and you need to attempt all questions, not all the 60 questions, I'd say, but to maximize your score, try to attempt as many questions as you can. See, there are certain questions in which you are like more confident and you know the correct answer and you attempt those questions. Some questions you can do like smart guesses, like out of the 4 options, if you know two, if you can eliminate two, work on the 2 options. As we can see, +1 is for the correct answer and -0.25 is for the incorrect answers. So for 4 incorrect answers, you will get deducted like for 1 marks. So yeah, you can take smart guesses as well. Only engineers crack snap? No. I am a BCom Accounts Honors graduate. I scored 99.73 percentile in SNAP examination. We have like in admissions and PR team only, we have certain like members who are not from engineering background, have scored like more than 99 percentile in SNAP examination. So definitely, like, it's not that only engineers crack SNAP. Mocks aren't important. No, definitely no. I'd say mocks are important for not only just SNAP examination, for any examination you give in your life. Mocks are important, specifically for SNAP. If I talk about, you need to attempt this paper in just 60 minutes, and you are to solve 60 questions. That is the maximum limit. So for that, you need to be, as I said, right frame of mind and in right frame of time. Attempt that paper. For that, you need to give as many mocks as you can. So yeah, Aman and Somali, would you like to add something?
Absolutely. I mean, mocks it was my backbone during the preparation. And more than that, it actually gave a reality check on how slow or fast I am, or which portions are my strengths or weaknesses. And then I used to work according to it. Aman, what about you?
Yeah, I'm guilty enough for being an engineer here in this panel. But don't you worry, guys, as you have seen that, as Aniket has explained in the, the starting of the PPT, that we have around 40% of them, only 40% of them are engineers. So as you can see that the rest 60% are not are non-engineers. So rest assured, it's not that only engineers do crack snap. I mean, yeah, I'm here obviously, but apart from that, like the majority of the chunk that we have in our batch are non-engineers. So rest assured, you can be, you can chill on that place.
So moving on. Yeah. So the slide we have is insights to crack snap. I think we have talked about this also. Like we must have rephrased it quite a few times, like speed and accuracy. As it's just a 60-minute examination with 60 questions, you need to have speed in you to attempt as many questions as you want. But also you need to have accuracy. If like you attempt suppose 40 questions and all 40 are correct, you get 40 marks. But even if one is correct, you incorrect, you are deducted 1.25 marks there. 38.75 is what you get. So you need to have speed and accuracy as well. Time management, yeah, definitely. You do not have a sectional timer, as I said, right? So for that also, you need to divide your time accordingly to every section that you want to attempt. And like in areas in under the sections also, the areas in which you are confident enough, certain areas in which you are not confident enough, you need to divide and allocate times accordingly. If I talk about mental resilience, yeah, definitely. If I talk about any examination, it's a big thing, right, for us if we attempt any examination. So we need to be mentally resilient at that point of time. And from where does it come? Comes from the mock. Yeah, if you give as many mocks as like around 15, 20, 30 mocks as we gave, it will just feel like another mock for you when you appear for the examination. Strategic attempting, yeah, definitely. As I said, like for me, arithmetic was the area which I attempted first, because I knew that I could solve this all these questions very soon and in a short period of time. Algebra is something in which I attempted in the later half of the examination, because I was not that confident enough and I need like a time to attempt all the algebra questions there. Also mock intensive practice, definitely. For any examination, again I'll reiterate my sentence, for like for SNAP examination or for any other examination, you need to give as many mocks as you can, just to practice and just to feel when the examination day comes, as you're giving just another mock. Aman, Somali, would you like to share your insights here?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. One thing just I would like to, add is whatever Aniket has covered almost all the points. Speaking of mental resiliency, what happens is like you guys like the next big exam for this one for your MBA, the exam which is APA, which is coming forward is CAT, right? So what happens basically, if you see that after CAT, a lot of people, they give up their preparation strategy. They, their mental resilience breaks down there. They feel like that, okay, they have attempted CAT, now it's time for rest. There where you come in, there where your competition goes down, there where you have an edge, because at that point now, if you don't give up and if you stretch your preparation to snap, then I believe that till that phase, a lot of people already gives up, and your competition also goes down. and that is where you get another edge to crack the snap. So yeah, as you can see that you have all the advantage towards your side on cracking the snap examination. Somali, would you like to add some insights of it?
Absolutely. I mean, I agree. Mental resilience is very important. For me, two things which actually shaped my preparation time was mental resilience and strategic attempting, because most of the time what you think is, while whether it's not necessarily be cat, but while you're giving during your preparation time, while you're giving mocks, many of the time it happens that for a continuous long period of time you have been scoring satisfactory, and there is few mocks that the scores are not as satisfactory that you thought to be. And at that point, when it starts to happen continuously, instead of actually starting to do strategic attempting, people start to face a mental breakdown. So that is something that you really need to avoid, and that actually happened to me a lot of times. But at that point I feel like actually making a strategy, making a list of strengths and weaknesses, attempting not more questions but attempting more examples, so that you know that where you went wrong, and just mix both of them, and believe me, your preparation could go could never go wrong.
Yeah. So moving ahead.
Okay, so here we are see the breakdown of the admission process here. So one thing, if you see here that the whatever snap score you bag, that is scaled down to 50%. That is the 50% of your admission process is done. Coming on to the next 50%, let's have a look at it. As you can see that the group exercise is of 10%. Okay, mind you, another thing, that is group exercise that that SCMHRD holds and not group discussion. That is one basic difference between group discussion and group exercise is, see, in group discussion they will what happen is they will discuss a topic, usually current affairs or abstract ideas. They will check your clarity of thoughts, your formal sitting, your niche qualities when you appear for a group discussions, your communication skills, that goes without saying. That is like in a stud way. If I speak about group exercise is more about a task-based activity and not just discussion. You see, group exercise, it focuses on your teamwork, your problem solving ability, then your creativity. So you see, group exercise focuses more on the way you think and the way you act as compared to group discussion. Okay, so that accounts for 10% of your admission process. Next, speaking of the personal interaction, and mind you, not the personal interview. So one basic difference between personal interaction and personal interview, I would say, is your personal interview. It checks your knowledge, your clarity of thought, then it's subject bound, subject expertise, sort of those. And in personal interaction, it is more of a two-way conversation between you and the interviewee. So it focuses more as understanding you as a person. So obviously you know about you, but the basic niche is how well can you present about you. So you should be selling you, right? I think I'm hitting the spot there. So next, yeah, this is the admission process. Aniket, would you like to add something to it?
Yeah, surely. Just before going ahead, I'd like to reiterate one thing that only those just it's written in the box, only those candidates who appeared for all the components of the above mentioned procedure shall be considered to be eligible for the merit list and the wait list. That is, you need to give SNAP to be eligible for the admission process. You need to give GE and PI in the admission process to be eligible for the merit list and wait list. That means you need to appear for all the three mentioned processes to be eligible for the admission in SCMHRD. So yeah, I just got a question from Tarun saying, what can freshers talk about in PI? Yeah. So I take one example from my PI, Tarun, for sure. I'll ask one question, you answer if you can, and there is no wrong or right answers. It's just the approach that we'll be looking at. So I just ask Puma, Nike, Fila, and Reebok. Odd one out. Pick one out. Puma, Nike, Fila, and Reebok. Anyone in the chat? The question is Puma, Nike, Fila, and Reebok. Pick odd one out. Fila, nice. Can you please like write your small reason for that? Sure. Exactly that is what I was talking about. You need to be sure of your reasons first. See, it is one of the questions that I was asked in one of my interactions. So yeah, I chose Reebok at that point of time, and then they asked me for any reason why you choose Reebok. I said Reebok has three vowels, and all the other three has exactly two vowels. That's why I chose Reebok. I just asked you to choose the odd one out here. Can be anything. You just need to give that particular reason for choosing. And again, then they asked me, okay, remove Reebok, choose among the three. Then I chose, I think I chose Puma. Then they said, remove Puma, choose between Nike and Fila. I chose Nike. Then they said, why not Fila? They are looking at your approach to any particular question, not whether you are answering it correctly or not. That is something a fresher or a work experience person can talk about in their personal interaction. So yeah, moving ahead.
Damn, that's really cool.
Okay, so now those who have not yet registered for Symbiosis Snap, I would request you all to scan the QR code and register for Snap. Apart from it, you will also be given the option to choose the slot, and also in that you will be able to see, once you select one city, you will be able to see whether it is available or not, and based on it you can select your exam hall center city, and later on you have to select the program that you are applying for. I would suggest you all, if you have a job experience of 2 years, to select all three, and those who don't have a work experience of 2 years, to select MBA, and if you have a background of BTech, BR, B-Plan, then select the infrastructure development and management.
Surely, we'll wait here for a minute. You can take a picture or scan the QR code so that you like have authentic source to go and fill the SNAP examination, right? SNAP examination form. And also, just to reiterate what Somali said, do not forget to click on all the check boxes for MBA SMHRD, MBA IDM, and MBA Business Analytics. Also, check the eligibility first and then apply. What happens, right? Sometimes a person feels like he has more than 24 months work experience, so he's eligible in Business Analytics. He doesn't take the MBA SMHRD. He feels like he's eligible for both the programs, and so he might get a call for MBA SMHRD also, MBA core program. That doesn't happen. You need to tick all the check boxes, and then only you will be eligible for the further admission processes. Yeah.
Okay, guys, listen to me carefully now. We have given you a taste of entrance exam even before you sit for the entrance. Now here we bring for you a taste of MBA life even before you join the MBA college, presenting you the Strategy. Strategy is SCMHRD's flagship case competition event. So I guess everybody of you are familiar with case comp. If not, I'll just quickly rephrase. I'll just quickly give a brief description of what a case competition is. So see, in case competition, if I have to gist it down, you are given a problem, you are given a case-based problem. What you have to do is you have to apply your own thinking, your own creativity, your own approach to the problem. How are you going to solve the problem? And you have to present it down in a presentation sheet or in a document, and you have to present it before the before your problem statement. So yeah, that is basically a gist of what a case competition looks like. And Statisil is something the SMHRD is providing for you guys free of cost. And the best part is it is a national level case competition. So I'll just quickly get walk you through the stage. That is, at the first stage, you will be having an aptitude quiz, upon which clearing that you will be given a stage 2. That is the case solving and workshop and case launch. That is what we will be discussing with you in the workshop. We will be guiding you on how to solve a case, how to approach a case, and how to present a case, upon which, upon finishing up of the workshop, we will be launching our case. And in that, the case will be launched for you guys, and you will be given a particular amount of time for, to think about it and to present that case. And the final stage of the case competition is that you will be invited at SCMHRD campus, exactly free of cost, and the SCMHRD is going to bear all your expenses. So yeah, that is one one step towards your MBA life, just even before you enter MBA.
Yeah. We'll wait here for 2 minutes, and you can quickly scan the QR code given here and register for the strategy. It's an Unstock platform. You just need to fill in the details. It'll ask for certain details and register for the strategy 2.0. If you have any queries, any doubts, you can ask in the chat box. We are here to help you. And also, just to talk about case competitions here, I think Tarun asked me just a few minutes back, what can freshers talk about in the PI, right? This is something you can talk about. If you have a finalist certificate, even if you have a semi-finalist certificate, this is something you can write in your CV, and that is the thing you'll talk about in your personal interactions when you appear for the personal interaction in SMHRD's PI, right? So yeah, we'll wait for that, and definitely. I got a question from Tarun. What to enter in organization field? Yeah, if you are in your graduation, you can like enter the name of your college. If you are like if you have taken a gap year, you can write like in the and you can write others or not specified above NA in that section, right?
So guys, quickly take out your phone and give it a quick scan and share it among your friends too, because this can really help you boost your CV to the next level. So, just share it with your friends, share it with your peer groups, and share it with everybody. It is one great thing about this competition. It is open to all. I mean, even the working professionals, even who are aspirants, even the MBA candidates, it is just open to all. So share it as much as you can.
Yeah. So here comes the slide for Q&A. Any questions? But I think before that, we can just go a slide. We can move ahead with a slide, and you will get a QR code in the next slide. Yeah, you'll get a QR code. This is the link tree for all of our social media handles. You can just scan it and follow us on different social media handles. The link for which will also be posted in the chat box. Do follow us. As we said, we are coming with strategy national level case competition. Then we'll come up with rookie 10.2. In that, we'll give you free mocks. That is 3 sectional, 3 full-length mocks. Also, like we do certain campaigns, that is 99 percentile club. In that, you'll get tips and tricks from the persons who have scored 99 plus percentiles in snap examination. We also have different like offbeats, SMHR details. These are the campaigns that we run through. You can follow us and like go through all our contents for any reference you want. And yeah, the link will be pasted. And yes, we can go now back to the Q&A section. And if you have any questions, shoot at us. We'll try to answer as many questions as we can. We'll wrap it up by 7:20.
Also, guys, we will be announcing the name of the winners. Speaking of winners, one thing that we would like to mention is the strategy, the case competition. The winners, they will get exciting prizes, also cash prizes in the form of vouchers. So, like, if you want to get your hands into some money, just register it, of course.
Okay, so we have the winner of the quiz. First goes to Jyoti Kumari. Jyoti Kumari, if you are here, please do text in the chat box. Many, many congratulations. And next up, we have Tarun Singh. Congratulations, Tarun Singh. Please do drop a text in the chat box. We have exciting prize for you. So please keep an eye in the mail.
Yeah. do keep a check on your inboxes as well as spam folders. You will receive vouchers from our side in your email. So yeah. And till then, if you have any questions, you can like shoot at us in the chat box. We'll try to answer them.
Guys, make sure you scan this last QR. This is where you can, contact us. You can follow us. You can see our PR activities. You can follow the college, what we are going through, what next events we are bringing in for you guys, how we can help you for the SNAP, how we can help you with your MBA life, how to crack all the myths, how to crack the SNAP exam, everything, every tips and bits will provide you there. Just make sure to follow us. Just make sure, anything you need, we'll be there to help you guys. You can contact us. Everything is provided in the link tree. Also, the URL is also pasted in the chat box. And whatever doubts you have, whatever queries you have, whatever thoughts you have, just you can share with us, and we'll make sure to clarify those doubts.
Okay, so we have one question from SK. I am interested in marketing. What committees can I join? Well, we are right here in front of you. The admissions and the PR committees handle the marketing of the college, of the SCMHRD brand. And furthermore, not only that, but we also conduct the admission process. So we are really looking forward to seeing you all in the admission process.
One thing, guys, when you sit for the admission process for SCMHRD, these are the faces you will be looking at it again. So hope to see you there too soon.
Thank you so much. You have been a wonderful audience today.
Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. I think we can wrap our session now. It's already 7:21. So thank you so much for thank you so much, sir, also for giving us this opportunity to have this session. And you were really very interactive candidates here. And all the best. And hope to see you in the admission process of SCMHRD. Give your best at MDR in SNAP examination.
All the best, guys. All the best.